Hey, NASDOG, where you get the best dope on the markets. I am your human, old independent floor trader, pit trader from the pits. What do we got here? Okay, we're looking at corn right here. This is Dees corn. This is the stuff the farmers are planting right now here. We're right up against $5. Okay, we're right up against $5 here. You know what? We had an outside down day. If one was looking for a possible weekend high here. You can see we've come up here quite a few times, and we got a long-term trend line going up right here. So this is an area here, if you were to sell it here against this right here, new high stop, I don't know, 502 or something like that. If. All right, let's take top left-hand crude oil here, okay? We got up to the devil's numbers, 106.66. Okay, we just got down to $99.37 range. Okay, and these are a couple areas if you were looking to buy. Back down to a green, okay. This 98.56, watch this here, 98.20, you got something right underneath there. You put some stops here, 97.14, you got a couple levels here. This would be to buy. This is the June crude oil here. Let's look at this correlation here. This is the silver here. Last night, 73.43 was the low. Okay. Here, where was that? Right here? No, right here. 73.43, yeah. This was on the 30th. This was on the 1st. Okay, this was last night. Okay. I did buy this here for a client here. Another guy missed it. Jeez Louise, by less than 2 cents. So here we shot up here, big volume buying at the beginning of the month, okay? Remember now, they blew these guys out on the way down right before the end of the month. Okay, big selling right there. Powder blues, 71.77, okay? This was, if you were looking to buy it long term, this is a very valid level here. You got to have a stop on here. Your stop could go under 70. Okay, but I had this and I had the 24. It was actually 33. We printed it. Okay, so here's where we are. We got this big red right here now. You can see we blew over it. Come to those brown X's or orange X's. Come into two. These aren't long-term trend lines, okay, but they're pretty long-term in the scheme of things. That's why I got the high. We take this thing out. We got up to 77.52. This is where we are. If you're looking to buy it, pick one of these levels here. Oh, yeah. Am I off that thing? I am sorry about that. Okay, let's look at silver here. Let's go take a peek at gold. Okay, this is gold here. There. All you have to do is look right here. Here's your numbers in the right-hand column. Here we come down to this one. I like this. This was the same thing. Oh, this was 77.32 in silver. Yeah, this light green one here. Then we had this other green, and we were sloppy. It held for a day, and then we go through there, blow it out, go down to a red, okay, and then here, this is the way we come up here, okay. You got a couple sevens here, okay. This is how you use my levels as an indicator here, and then you might watch something like their previous highs. You get over a couple of them or something like that, then you're buying it against the lows. Okay, and then here, look at this, how this downward sloping trend line came out here. Hang on a second, let me drag it out. Okay, so you hit this here, okay, and now here, you finally took out the previous bar's high, okay, because you get these little patterns. Am I missing something here? Hang on a second here. No, they're all on there. Okay, I have 4 indicators here. I thought this was supposed to 7 here on the way down. Anyway, so here we get over this. We hit this trend line for a bar, come back down to this trend line, and then you do this outside up, follow through beginning of the month. And this is where we are right now. It is Friday, May 1st. Okay, here. This is a warning here, okay? Because I was like, okay, get him on for summer. Okay, but we might have something with this fertilizer thing for next November, okay? That would be bullish for next November, okay? Well, this coming November. The stuff that they're getting ready, that they're planting right now. Okay, so this has me concerned here. If you bought 22s or 24s here, I don't know. I'd watch this here. This is where we took off from, okay? So it seems like it has reasonable value, but we'll have to see. Okay, there is so much changing here on the landscape. There's an Exxon interview on Maria. It's worth a watch here. Okay, here's how trend lines play here. These are July beans here, okay? Let's see if we can see where these are coming from. Okay, here's this one, okay? Coming up here, we just ran up here, okay? These would be sells the first time, okay? Or sell scalps, or sell scalps. It's just indicators here. And it looks like I got two of them right on top there. Yeah, there's a green one. See, there's a green one that starts here. These start from formations, okay? And so that's why you get these here. We could take this off, although, and so that is, here's one of those horizontal trend lines here. Okay, they're dark blue. So that is beans here. Let's go look at the Nove beans as long as we're going through this. Let's go. Okay, I got a couple levels. These are a couple year olive line extremes to sell. 1180, call it. 1193 and a quarter. You can see here, we got a line right over here, long-term line. Those would be some upside levels in the beans here. Let's go here. Check this out in the wheat here. Yeah, right here. This orange, okay, yesterday's low. You come down, you take a peek. This is reasonable to buy it here, and now here, what was this high? 36, okay, 37 and a half. That's in wheat. Oh, yeah. Let's go to bean oil. We know where these are going here, man. We're going to these two olive lines. These are big olive lines. This is a big green. It's the same thing. This is the sequence, okay? And then here, you blow right through the orange. Orange is the low of the day. It was actually 3 cents off or something. What was it? 45 was the low. 43 was the number. 73.43, okay? So the algos have this intact here. This is a buy program here. So, but these would be a couple areas where you get a counter trend break. That's in bean oil. As a matter of fact, if crude starts to break, and then this gets stretched up here, this might be an excellent sale. Over it, either you run immediately or you stay a day, okay? It depends on your trader profile, if you're longer term or not. And, first of all, if you're looking to sell bean oil. Let's just take a glance at soybean meal here. Listen, this is an intraday, okay? So these will be bank hours, okay? So you see, there's some stuff here. See this olive over here? 335, call it, and 337. Look at this. We got some areas in there. Actually, one of those is a sell order. As a matter of fact, you can see some of my sell orders here for clients here. Here's another one. Okay, right against some of these areas here. Anyway, this is where we are. Keep an eye on this. They're not huge in meal, okay? See, there's a red. That's a halfway back of something here, up at 375 here. But in the meantime, these are pretty decent prices. They're decent prices. That's in soybean meal. Let's just take a peek at gold here. This is, I believe, this is a 12-minute. Okay, this is a 12-minute. See how it posted the 7 here? Look at this volume here. Okay, in comparison, this is mostly at night and stuff like that. Okay, but since we're moving around so much, I would like to take off the night session, but to futures traders, they're trading a little bit more than that. That's silver. Okay, here's an example. Okay, so these were olive line sells in the NASDAQ here. Okay, listen, there are violations here. Here is right where it hits. Pretty exact it looks. Okay, and now we start trading off. This is probably a trend line off some old highs. Come back down here. What was this low? 275 half? What's the number? 263, call it. Okay, so we missed it there. Okay, but that's where the olive line scratcher is. Okay, that's where Goldman Sachs, if you got unlimited margin and you're selling this, you could sit out up here, and when you come back, they're there to scratch. Anyway, so this is a violation. Okay, now we gap up. Okay, and now you start setting, kind of lower highs, or you do. Oh, that was right at the end of the day here. And then this is where we are, okay? Listen, dude, there's some news out there that this is the best year or the best 18-day period in 25 years, okay? It's different, okay? It's different. So it was not at record highs. As a matter of fact, it was after a crash low. So if you need any kind of information like that, And you know what? Here, hang on a second here. Let's go to equities here. Let's go. These are my stocks. Oh yeah, I did say I wanted to look at the Hang Seng last time. And actually, the Hang Seng was down. Here's the bank index. We got a couple olive cells up there. Okay, this is the Nikkei, and where's Hang Seng? Okay, there's another. These are all Nikkeis. Oh, here's the Hang Seng. Okay, you can see I have a little bit. Okay, so I was picking this. I don't know why. Okay, but okay, so I had a little tiny set over here. Okay, of olive line cells here. We went up here and and then cleaned it out. So we'll see here. These guys are in trouble. I've been saying it since. Matter of fact, here, let's go to a daily here. Okay. Oh, look at that. You had an outside up day yesterday. You get under this, look out. As a matter of fact, this is where you look at. 25,440. Okay. Look at the low, 25,580, call it. Okay. I approximate, okay? You don't have to get all caught up in the pennies. Okay. But if the pennies matter, then you definitely would want my service, because pennies will pay for this a year, it will. A few pennies here and there. So, just for levels, okay? And just start guessing. Okay, if you, all right, so, and then here's another thing in the yen, okay? I put some coverage. I'm going to be covering the yen. If you're looking to make your, a decade or something like that, picking a long-term bottom, this has come down from everything. Although we got a green buy and an orange buy here, okay? So we are in a discounted position in the yen. And you know what? Look for the Paul Tudor Jones interview, I'd say, and look at that. It's on YouTube and it's on Twitter. All right, if you need something, give me get a hold of me. ARP at NASDOG, 2 letters off of NASDAQ. Thanks for watching. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk.